Time to begin our class. Today, let's start in a lying down position. We'll do our centering also that way. So you can lie down on your back. Just give yourself one nice stretch, taking your hands overhead. Just to release any tension. And then bring your hands back next to the body. Let your body settle comfortably on the mat. Let go of the body. Quickly run a scan from the feet to the top of the head. Making sure you're not clenching, holding any part of the body. When we clench and tighten, we're bringing a more solid feeling in that part of the body. Not allowing for that space element to be felt in those muscles. So just make sure you're relaxed, open, and now we will do a quick visualization to become aware of the whole body, its weight on the mat. Become aware of the solid physical mass that is our body. We will visualize that each part of the body is being cut off or removed. So imagine that your head has been cut off and removed. Feel that your body is just the portion from the neck below. And now feel that your arms are also cut off. Or you can even think that they are dissolving, disintegrating. And that you have no arms now. You are just the torso and the legs. Just feeling that there is no head and no arms. Now feel that the right leg, the left leg are both cut off as well. You are just the torso. Only the central part of your body is left. No hands, no legs, no head. And now feel that the center of the body, the chest, the belly, are all disintegrating, dissolving into nothingness. Now you have no physical body. The head, the arms, the legs, the torso, none of them are there right now. But do you still feel the presence of that eye? You are still conscious. You are still very much alive, aware. Feel the spaciousness that you are. In the place that your body is, feel the spaciousness there, or the body was. Imagining that the body has disappeared, you are the spaciousness, just the space in place of the body. You are the space around the mat in the room. Today's practice, we will keep coming back to this feeling or reminding ourselves that we are just the space within and around. Most of the time, our identification with the body, the mind, emotions is very strong. There's no separation between the I, who is experiencing the body, mind, emotions, and the form that we have. So today, we'll keep coming back to this feeling or just imagining that there is no body and we are just the space. We might still feel the body in the practices, but we keep reminding ourselves of this aspect of who we are. Just the space within and space outside, around. So set an intention to remember that you are this part, this spaciousness throughout the practice. Even as you open your eyes, try to remember and just feel that you are the space within and without. You can open your eyes gently, move different parts of your body, bend your knees, bring your knees to the chest, placing your palms on one knee each. Gently pull the knees closer, roll side to side on your back. So even as we start moving the body, try to remember the space aspect of who you are. Feeling that the body is just empty space as far as possible. And now place your palms behind the thighs, cross over at the ankles, and start rocking the body front and back gently. As you go back, let the legs go overhead just to bring that rocking momentum. As you come forward, you can bend your knees slightly. As you go back, try to straighten the knees. And now we'll come up to a seated position the same way. If it's difficult for you, you can just turn to one side and then come up to a seated position. And from there, directly come up to a standing position. Coming up to a standing position, try to find your samasthiti. Remember, today's class, we are trying to just stay with the feeling that you are the space within and around. If you look at matter, every single atom, cell, a large part of it is just space. We are just not aware of that because of how we are only identified with the solid, tangible part of us being. So just come back. Try to feel that element of space within you, around you. And keep your awareness on that aspect as we move through the practice. So let us start directly with the Surya Namaskaras. We'll take the first round to open up the body. So you don't need to force yourself into posture. Going light and easy to whatever extent your body allows in the first round. So we'll start with, we will practice the Ashtanga type A Surya Namaskaras today. Come to the top of your mat, standing in your active Samasthiti. Bring that activeness. Feel spacious, expanded through the body. As you breathe in, raise your arms up from the sides, joining the palms at the top, looking at your palms. Feeling tall, expanded in all directions. Feeling that spaciousness. And as you breathe out next, you take your hands from the side and come into a forward fold. Hands are going down from the side towards the floor. Your head is dropping forward, looking towards the knees. If you can, reach the fingertips to the mat. You can start with the knees bent, allowing the lower back to stretch out a bit. And once you're comfortable, you can see if you can straighten the knees as well. If not, keep the knees bent for today, that's fine. Every posture, feeling that spaciousness. Just even feeling expanded through the whole body can help you connect with that feeling of space, that aspect of space, that element of space within you, around you. Now, as you breathe in, slide your palms up to the shins, below the knees, look to the front of the room. Half forward fold, lengthening the spine. Just feel that you are the space. You have this body also, but connect more with that space element if you can. And as you breathe out next, bend down to place your palms on the mat and go into a plank. Take the right leg back, take the left leg back, and then slide the whole body forward to bring the shoulders right above the wrist. Active in the rest of the body. Even here, the posture can be a little intense, but try to feel that element of space within you. Just thinking that I am the spaciousness, the space within and around. And now as you breathe in, bring the knees down to the mat. Breathing out, leaning forward, chest and chin down into Ashtanga Namaskara. Find your comfort here as well. No urgency to move. Feeling that you're that spaciousness. Now you can flatten the belly, stretch the toes to the back, and we'll come into an upward dog. So which means you straighten your arms as you come into cobra, allowing the hips also to raise off. And if you're comfortable, raise the thighs and knees also off the mat. An active upward dog. You're looking up towards the ceiling. If it's difficult to raise the knees, it's okay for the knees and thighs to be on the mat. And you can go to whatever extent it's comfortable for you. Even if the elbows are bent, it's okay. Especially when the sensations are strong, we become more aware of the solid body. See if you can still remember that you are the space element. And now tucking your toes as you breathe out, going into a downward dog. An inverted V shape. So adjust the position. You can step your feet one step forward if you need to find that stability. And once you're in the pose, comfortably allow the chest to go inward between the arms. You're looking towards your knees. Gently allowing the heels to come to the mat. Active in your fingers, knuckles, the base of the fingers where they are connected with the palms. Even here, coming back to that space element, the spaciousness that you are. And as you breathe in next, looking to the front of the mat, step both the feet forward and place your palms on the shins again, coming into half forward fold. Look to the front of the room. Here your knees are straight. You're trying to create length in the spine. You're continuing to breathe relaxed and easy. Your inhalations can help emphasize that feeling of spaciousness within the body because of the expansion. As you exhale next, go into a full forward fold, dropping your head forward, trying to reach your fingertips to the floor or the mat. And you can even bend your knees here if needed. Bending the knees will release any tightness in the lower back and the back muscles. Straightening the knees will give you a better stretch on the back of the legs. See what your body needs right now. While in the background, remembering that you are the spaciousness. And as you breathe in next, raising your hands up from the side, coming all the way up, joining your palms, looking up towards the palms. Feeling that expansion, that lightness that comes from just knowing that you are not just this physical body. And as you breathe out, bring your hands down from the side, looking to the front. So that is one cycle. Observe the whole body. See if you're feeling gross sensations in any part, which is okay. Just remaining aware, alert, relaxed and easy. You're allowing the differences in the body to dissolve, coming back to neutral, even sensations throughout the body, stable breathing, samasthiti. So take your time to come back to that state of samasthiti. And then we proceed to the next cycle. This time we'll move a little faster. The first round we were trying to get familiar with each of the postures. So breathing in, raise your arms, joining the palms, looking up towards them. Feel the length in the whole body. Breathing out, hands from the side, forward fold. Feel free to bend the knees. Breathing in, slide the palms to the shins. Look to the front of the room. Breathing out into plank. Taking both the legs back, make sure the shoulders are right above the wrists. Your hips are neither sagging down nor raised too high. Active in your plank. Staying light and easy, feeling the spaciousness. Breathing in, knees down. Breathing out, chest and chin down. Breathing in to either cobra or upward dog, whichever is comfortable for you. The differences in cobra, we straighten the arms, elbows. We try to, in upward dog, raise the knees and thighs also off. But whatever is comfortable for you today. And breathing out, going into the downward dog. Now in this variation of Surya Namaskara, We always hold for a few breaths in the downward dog, even if you are moving faster in the other posture. Stay open. Allow the chest to open up. You're looking towards the knees. Feel that the hips are moving up towards the ceiling, tailbone pointing upward. Activate the feet, palms. Come back to that spaciousness. And as you breathe in next, looking to the front of the mat, step one by one, both the feet forward. Place your palms on the knees, on the shins. Look to the front. As you breathe out, full forward fold. Dropping your arms and your head down. As you breathe in, coming up from the side, lengthening from the soles of the feet as you join the palms and look up. As you breathe out, arms come down from the side, you're looking to the front. Take a few moments. Observe the body, observe the breathing. Even with awareness of all the body parts, the sensations, can you also be aware of the space that is there everywhere, within you, around you? Take your time to come back to the state of Samasthiti. And now you know the flow, so you can feel free to move at your own pace. Or you can go along with me. We will do 3 more rounds today, being active with the body. So if you want, you can continue. Go ahead and finish 3 rounds. Otherwise, let us begin together. Light and active in your Samasthiti. Breathing in, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms joining at the top, you're looking up. Breathing out, Uttanasana, forward fold. Your head, you're facing the knees. You're looking towards the knees. Breathing in, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold, looking to the front of the room. Breathing out, Santulanasana, plank. Taking the legs back. Breathe in, knees down. Breathe out, chest and chin down into Ashtanga Namaskara. Take an extra breath in any pose if you need to. Breathing in to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog, or Cobra Bhujangasana. Breathing out into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Stay here for a couple of breaths. So you can stay there for 5 breaths and then move on. Relaxed, easy breathing. Feel the expansion through the whole body with every breath. Feel that space element. And as you finish 5 rounds of breath, while inhaling, you can step both the feet forward, palms on the shins, look to the front. Ardha Uttanasana. Breathing out, Uttanasana. Breathing in, coming up all the way to Urdhva Hastasana. Breathing out, hands by the side. Take your time to come back to Samasthiti. If the breathing is uneven, rapid, if the heartbeat is varying a lot, and if you try to continue and keep moving, you're moving away from that inner stability. So take your time to come back to that state of Samasthiti. Allow all differences in the body to dissolve. Feeling stable again before you start. If you need to, take some extra time and then get started. Otherwise, you can move with me. We have 2 more rounds. And in any posture, take an extra breath. You don't have to go with my cues only. So I will begin now. Breathing in, Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe out, Uttanasana. Breathing in, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out, Santulanasana. Ashtanga Namaskara. Breathe in, breathe out. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your 5 breaths there. Remembering that the body is made of space to a large extent. And after you finish the 5 rounds, inhaling, stepping into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling to Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Samastiti is the posture, but Samastiti is also the state we are trying to get into in this posture. So take your time. Observe your body, breathing. One last round. Whenever you feel stable, mentally relax. I'll just give you the cues for inhalation, exhalation. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale into Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale. Exhale. And stay in your down dog for 5 breaths. And whenever you're done, inhale into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale. And relax. And once you're done, keep your feet slightly apart, hands relaxed. Close your eyes. Observe any strong body sensations. Allow them to dissolve. Observe your breathing. Allow it to stabilize. See if you can feel the spaciousness within. Even with the solid form, trying to become aware of the space within. Become aware of the space around you, around your body. Let your body, your breathing settle down. And when you're ready, we'll go into a tree pose, Vrikshasana. So it helps to feel stable before going into any balancing posture. Though all yoga postures need that state of balance, but especially when you're on one arm or one leg, or 2 arms, so different ways of balancing. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes, come into a stable standing position. Now with your feet, mindfully just spread the toes out, lift your heels, place them down, making sure the weight is evenly spread across both the feet. Now shift all the weight to the left leg, feeling that lightness in the right leg. You bend the knee, try to place the foot on the inside of the thigh. If it feels difficult, you can just place it on the side of the calf. On some days, every day the body is different. If you're not finding the stability to balance, even having that tip of the toe on the floor also is okay. Your heel is resting against the ankle, above the ankle on the shin. So find the correct position for your leg today. If needed, you can fix your gaze at some mark or some dot on the wall in front. For instance, if you're using your laptop, even that light from the camera. Your hands, if you're finding it a little shaky, it's okay to keep them open. Otherwise, bring them to a namaste in front of the chest or raise them overhead. Whatever works for you today. And it may not be the same. Some point as you're holding, you might want to change your arm position. Even if your leg comes down, it's okay. You can bring it back up. Here again, see if you can feel that space that you are. The spaciousness all around, the spaciousness within. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can slowly release the arms, release the legs, and close your eyes to notice the difference in the body in both halves, in different parts. Mentally, when we stay relaxed, is when we allow the differences to dissolve, coming back to that state of samasthiti. And when you feel neutral, the body is also relaxed, all the muscles are relaxed. The same thing again, making sure you're mindfully placing your weight on the right foot. Take your time to lift the left leg. You can try different positions, see where it works for you today. And once you have the leg position in place, try to fix your gaze. Even if you're holding it for now for support, let's say just holding the ankle is helping you today, you can just stay here. There is no one posture that you should or have to get into. You are balancing on one leg. So focus on that. Take your hand movement, hand position wherever it's comfortable. Fix your gaze if needed. Sometimes, if the mind is very active, fixing that gaze, staring at some mark as if you're seeing it for the first time, looking at it blankly, helps maintain that balance. Feel expanded, as light as you can. Just become aware of that air, the space around you. Staying there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, you can release the arms. As mindful about coming out of the pose. Close your eyes, take your time to come back to that samasthiti. Notice the differences first. And when you're feeling stable, come to a seated position. Stretch your legs out in front. Let's open up the hip region a little bit. So you can cross the right leg over the left, trying to bring the foot in. We are trying to get the stretch on the outer hip first. So staying in Gomukhasana. So now if you're comfortable, fold the lower leg also in. Many times there is a little bit of tightness when you try to fold the lower leg, in which case you can stay with the lower leg straightened out. If you can, even if it comes halfway, you can keep it this way or pull the foot in. Ideally, we try to keep both the knees one on top of the other. So for that, it's okay to just stay here as well. So take the position that's comfortable for you. With the legs in Gomukhasana, we'll go into a twist today. So breathe and raise the arms, lengthening. Feel that you're lengthening from the tailbone. It's not just the arms that are raising. The whole of the torso is participating. And also feel that expansion, spaciousness within. When you breathe out, you'll start. So the right leg is on top, so you'll twist towards the right and just place your forearm, the back of your forearm against the knee. Take the other arm behind you to the floor. Try to look back. So you're bringing a twist along the spine from the lower back, looking over the shoulder all the way to the neck. Observe every part of the body. Bring that lightness, activeness. Your legs are not pressing into the floor. Just feel that as if you're about to lift the legs, that little bit of activeness. Your hand is not pressing into the knee or the leg, which means you need to be active in the torso, the back muscles, the belly, the chest. Then your back hand and the front hand will not be pressing into the leg, into the floor. Now you might be noticing strong sensations in some part. See if you can allow your breathing to bring an expansion in the body. As you breathe out, releasing that discomfort, tightness. Trying to remain aware of that spaciousness. Feeling that you are the space in every part of the body, all around you. 3, 2. If you can keep your eyes closed, that helps keep the awareness within. And 1. Now, as you breathe in, untwisting, raising the arms. As you breathe out, try to lean forward from the lower back. So I'm trying to bring the belly onto the thighs and then slowly place your palms down wherever they reach. Now you can drop your head forward. If this feels too intense on the outer hip, outer thigh, you can just sit straight for a while. The instructions we give are just guidelines. Listen to your own body, and wherever the body feels like stopping, go with that. And stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly walk your palms back towards the body and release the legs. Observe the whole body and let it come back to that state of samasthiti. Noticing the smallest of differences between different parts and allowing the differences to dissolve. And when you feel comfortable again, we cross the left leg over this time, how much ever you can cross. So even with the lower leg straight, if you can't pull the foot in, which is okay, keep it wherever you're comfortable for you. As long as you're bending the leg, you're getting a stretch on the outer hip, outer thigh here. If you're comfortable, you can fold the lower leg as well. Find that comfortable posture for the legs And we'll go into the twist, this time to the left side. So breathing in, raise your arms, lengthen through the whole body. And as you breathe out, twisting to the left, dropping the back hand to the floor behind you, and the right hand gently pushing against the left leg. Turn to look over your shoulder. And once you have gotten into the posture completely, you can close your eyes. Now every inhalation, feel that expansion, that upward energy, bringing length in the spine. Every exhalation, allow the body to go a little deeper into the twist, especially staying active in the core, on the belly, on the back, the chest, upper back. The arms are only supporting you. So make sure the arms are not pressing too hard into the leg, onto the floor. Stay active in the torso. Staying here for 4, 3, 2. Any part that you feel strong sensation, try to become active on the opposite side of the body in the same part. You will notice a change in how intense it feels. And we'll untwist, coming out the same way. As you breathe in, raising the arms, we'll go into a forward fold if it's comfortable. Otherwise, you can just relax your arms here and stay there. So you start leaning forward from the hips, from the lower back. Go as much as you can. Drop your palms wherever they reach. And you can drop your head as well. Notice the discomfort, if any. And again, use the same thing of becoming active on the other hip maybe, or the front on the belly if you're feeling the stretch on the lower back. Allow your inhalations to bring an expansion, releasing tension. Allow your exhalation to let go of any holding. 3, 2, 1. You can slowly walk your arms back, straighten up. Release the legs. Take a few moments to come into Samasthiti. And slowly bring the soles of your feet together. A different stretch to open up the hips. Coming into butterfly. Now in your butterfly, see how much you can pull it in towards the body. Pull the feet in towards the body. But if there's discomfort, it's perfectly okay to keep it as far away from the body as needed. Basically, your sit bones, your hips should be comfortable on the mat. So adjust the position wherever it's comfortable for you. And keep your hand position where it's easy for you. You can just interlock them underneath the feet, place it on your ankles. If you want, you can even place them back for a little bit of support to prop yourself. However you want to place your arms, just staying in the butterfly. Allowing the knees to come closer to the mat. Staying here for 4. Releasing any tension, holding on the inner thighs, the groins. 2. And 1. Now slowly release. Now you can stretch out on your mat, coming into a Shavasana before we come up for our pranayama and meditation. Lying down If you want to, go ahead and give yourself a nice stretch also. Otherwise, just keep your feet apart, as wide apart as the mat. Your hands a little away from the body. Let your feet flop to the side, pointing to the sides of the room, relaxing the leg muscles. Let go of your buttocks, your lower back, your shoulder blades, shoulders, arms. Keep the chin slightly tucked in so that the back of the neck also relaxes. Let go of your head and face. Let your Shavasana bring a healing, releasing any holding, rigidity, both in the body and mind. The body with all the things that we do, and even any mental holding is reflected in the body, is held in the body. So just allow the mind to relax and open up. And in your Shavasana also, try to visualize that the whole body, the mind are dissolving, disintegrating completely. But that awareness, that I, is still very much present. Just stay with that aspect of who you are. That I who is constantly witnessing, who remains aware of whatever you have been doing, whatever you have been thinking, whatever you have been feeling from the moment you were born until now. That part of you doesn't change. It is always present everywhere. By just feeling that the body, the mind have dissolved, disappeared, you are trying to stay with that I, that aspect of you. That is pure consciousness, awareness. So stay with that expansiveness, the spaciousness. See what happens when you try to feel with that spaciousness, moment after moment. The mind can start struggling because it's not used to being in that stillness, that spaciousness. Because of that, the breath may also feel like there's a struggle. But try to come back to that feeling of being just this expansive stillness, spaciousness, just for another minute. You are not the body, not the mind, not the emotions. We have all those things right now, but that is not who we are in essence. Those, I look at them as vehicles for this essence to express itself. When you know that you are this and you only have those, the body, mind, emotions, you know the space of contentment, peace that is within you, that is what you are. Then you're not dependent on things outside to keep the body, mind, and emotions happy and content. The truth is that you are that contentment, that peace, that joy. With that thought, take a nice active breath. Become aware of this physical body on the mat. Time to come out of our Shavasana. So gently start moving your fingers, toes, hands and legs. Bring your feet together. Go ahead and give yourself a gentle stretch just to bring back that activeness. Remaining relaxed and easy mentally. Slowly turn to one side. And with your eyes closed, you can come up to a seated position. Sit back in any posture that's comfortable for you. And bring your hands in a chin mudra. Forefinger and thumb gently touching each other very lightly. The other three fingers open, but no tension in trying to keep them straight. Light and easy in the whole body. Observe your breathing. Is the belly free to move as you breathe in and out? Natural breath with the chest and shoulders open, the abdominal muscles relaxed and free to move. Let's take a few rounds of active, full yogic breathing, which means you're trying to fill your lungs to the full capacity. So move your attention to the lungs in the chest area. And it's like a balloon. So exhale completely, pulling the belly button in. As you breathe in, feel that you're breathing into the lower part of the lungs first, and then the middle part. When you think you are full, try to breathe in a little more. You'll notice the collarbone rise up. And as you exhale, relax the collarbone, relax the chest. Exhale completely until the belly button goes in slightly. And then start the process again. So when you breathe deep into the lower part of the lungs, the belly expands. And the middle part, the chest expands, the rib cage opens up. Breathing to the top tip of the lungs, your collarbone rises up. Active and full inhalation, complete exhalation. Now with this breathing also, coming back to that feeling of spaciousness, as you breathe in, feel that every cell is getting that fresh energy. Feel the sensations through the whole body as you breathe in. As you breathe out, releasing all the waste gases, toxins from every pore, every cell. Feel the sensations throughout the body as you exhale. The respiration, the gross breath, the air that we are breathing goes into the lungs. But the subtle energy can flow throughout the body. So try to feel that. Feel that lightness. Effortlessly full inhalations and exhalations. Last 2 rounds. Enjoying whatever you're doing. Just staying with that stillness in the background of whatever you're doing is what enjoyment, contentment, peace can all be explained or described as. Now you can stop the practice. Let go of any effort to breathe. Come back to your natural breathing. We will practice what is known as flutter breathing, which can take you deeper into the state of stillness. It brings all the thoughts to a standstill. So in this, move your attention to the tip of your nose and just feel the breath, the air passing in and out at the top part of the nostrils, the top corner, close to the tip of the nose. Keeping all your awareness there, just feel the breath flow in and out there. And keep the breathing light and easy. Short, light. You breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. Just feeling the air brush against the skin at the top edge of top corner of the nostril, just below the tip. And now try to make that as light and short as you can, almost like the fluttering of maybe butterfly wings. So you can start with in, out, and then make it almost go like in, out, in, out, in, out. However light you can flutter the breath. Your breath may not be flowing into the lungs. Don't worry about that. Just staying at the tip of the nostrils, the air just fluttering in and out, in and out. Go for as long as it's comfortable. When you feel the need to stop, you can stop. Take a few moments and start again also. Flutter breathing brings a lightness in the body. It moves that subtle energy up the spine. Take pauses if you need to and go back to it. You can start as slow as you need to. It can be like you breathe in, breathe out. Just feel the air in the top edge of the nostrils. And then see how you can stay light and easy, making it faster. And stop the practice. Come to that state of stillness, the silence. There's no need for the mind to move, the body to move. Completely still. Even as the breathing resumes to its natural pace, try to keep that stillness or stay with that stillness in the body and mind. You can continue to remain in the stillness if you want, even as we end the session. Just blocking out whatever I'm saying. Or if you're ready, we can end the session here. Coming back to body awareness. Let's take a few moments to feel grateful to this body and mind for supporting us in everything we do round the clock. Feel grateful for this opportunity to turn that awareness inward. Otherwise, all the time, our awareness is focused externally. With that gratitude, with love in our hearts, let us wish well for all beings, including ourselves, with our closing chant of Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Take a nice breath in. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms. Feel that energy between your palms. Move it to your eyes, face, head, even the whole body if you feel like it. And then cupping your eyes, you can open them. Thank you very much. Take care and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.